After dodging several energy blasts, Goku charges in and applies pressure until Moro uses his magic to immobilize Goku, explaining that it is just one of the many techniques he can perform, though Goku soon breaks free. Goku closes in again, powering up a Kamehameha, but turns away from Moro at the last second, firing it and causing the real Moro to appear and block it, aware that the other Moro was an illusion. The two continue into a close quarters slugfest in the sky, with Goku having the upper hand until Moro once again uses his magic to draw Goku towards him, where the two land simultaneous blows to each other's midsection. Moro tries to absorb Goku's energy, but with a flash of speed, Goku is able to avoid it, and Goku's friends soon begin to believe that Goku can win as he starts to overpower Moro more and more. DBS 5911. Moro powers up even further. On Biru's planet, Whis and Merus watch the battle, with Whis praising Merus for how well he trained Goku. Whis asks if Goku has mastered Ultra Instinct, but Merus says that Goku was only able to achieve Ultra Instinct sign. After Moro uses more of his magic abilities, he notices Goku's eagerness to finish the fight and tells him that he has made an error in thinking he has overcome his energy absorption technique. Telling Goku that he is a fool for thinking that he is only capable of what he is shown so far, Moro powers up further, shocking and terrifying the others with the enormous amount of energy he displays. In an instant, Moro turns the tables on Goku as he falls out of the Ultra Instinct sign state, with Moro deducing that the reason he didn't use the form the whole time against Saganbo was because he cannot maintain it for long. Goku acknowledges his weakness, but says that if Moro was just stalling for time, then it must mean that he cannot beat him at full power. Goku then powers back up into his Ultra Instinct sign state and gets ready for round 2. Both begin to unleash enough power that their aura begins to collide with each other. Goku wins out and pushes Moro back, continuing into close quarters combat that shows that the two are initially evenly matched in battle. Moro stands after having been knocked down and claims that if that is Goku's true power, then he will not be defeated by him. The fight turns heavily in Moro's favor as Goku begins to slow down. Moro admits his surprise at seeing Goku amass so much power but says that he has reached his limit. Goku, refusing to give in, unleashes more of his power but is nevertheless taken down quickly. As Merus and Whis watch the fight, Merus is dismayed at what he is seeing. Biru states that he is hungry and Whis cuts the feed and begins to head off. Though Merus says that the Earth and other planets will be in danger, Whis tells him that such is the cycle of the universe and it is not their place to meddle and disrupt the natural flow of things. On planet Yardrat, Pyabara compliments Vegeta on mastering his new technique in such a short time. Vegeta asks him to teleport him to Earth, but it is explained that Yardrats are forbidden to use teleportation to travel off-world. Furthermore, Pyabara is unable to sense Goku's energy, which Vegeta says must be because Goku is using Ultra Instinct, a form that only gods can sense. Vegeta demands that he be taught instant transmission himself, claiming that he will master it faster than anyone else. Goku, having reverted back to his normal state, is almost finished off but is saved by the intervention of androids 17 and 18, who say that they have no energy to be absorbed. The two attempt to take him on but are unable to so much as damage him. Vegeta vs Moro. Vegeta lands a powerful kick on Moro. When Pyabara suddenly senses Goku's energy, they realize he must have lost his fight against Moro. Pyabara offers to make an exception to their rule to take Vegeta to Earth, but he refuses, believing that he can pull it off. Thanking Hatsuka and Pyabara for having trained him, Vegeta successfully uses instant transmission to get to Earth. Goku is surprised to see Vegeta, and more surprised to see that he has learned instant transmission, but Vegeta says that he wouldn't be likely to pull it off again, nor does he intend. Vegeta is next to take on Moro, transforming into Super Saiyan God SS evolved and charging straight for Moro. Vegeta punches Moro, but he quickly recovers, commending Vegeta on his increased strength. However, Moro still believes that he is no match for him. Undeterred, Vegeta charges forward again. Even after Moro kicks him into the cliffside, Vegeta races back into action. When Moro attempts to steal away his energy, Vegeta dodges and counters hard. Moro pile drives him into the ground but notices that something is wrong. As Vegeta continues to fight, he appears to gain the advantage. Vegeta releases the energy that Moro had stolen. Goku realizes what is up, and Vegeta tells him that he is using forced spirit fission. Just then, Gohan and Piccolo notice the energy leaving Moro's body and forming into a ball in the sky. Moro, now showing a more elderly appearance, asks what the Saiyan has done to him. Vegeta explains that he has liberated all the energy that Moro has stolen from the planets and their inhabitants and, with a simple action, returns the energy to where it originally belonged. Goku explains to Piccolo and his son that forced spirit fission is a technique that tears apart things combined through fusion or absorption. While continuing to pummel Moro, Vegeta tells Piccolo that he could extract those Namekians that he had fused with in the past. Vegeta continues to outclass Moro, explaining that he has always hated the idea of fusion and absorption as it does not reflect one's true strength, telling Moro to fight using his own power. On planet Yardrat, Pyabara notes that while the diseased inhabitants will not be restored to life by Vegeta's actions due to too much time having passed, those with strong life forces shall. On New Namek, the Namekians previously killed when Moro sucked away their energy come back to life. As Vegeta fights on, Piccolo voices his surprise at his growth as a person. Originally responsible for many horrific crimes, Vegeta now fights for his home planet and to save the universe from Moro. Piccolo believes that this change is because of Goku and at the current moment, that Vegeta has one-upped him, though Goku vows to surpass him again. Vegeta prepares to kill Moro. However, despite having almost no power left, Moro claims that he still has his magic and distracts Vegeta long enough to take off into the air. DBS 6108 Moro's new phone. Moro reaches Saganbo's spaceship, where he kills Shimoreka and proceeds to swallow 7-3 alive and whole. Vegeta, having reached the ship, fires a blast at Moro, but when the smoke clears, Vegeta is shocked at what he sees. On the ground below, Goku notes that Moro's power has grown even stronger just as Vegeta crashes to the ground, having reverted to his base form. Moro lands on the ground before them, sporting a brand new look that is one half Moro and one half 7-3. Goku and Piccolo asks him what he has done, and Moro explains that he didn't just have 7-3 copy his, creating a complete backup of himself that existed inside 7-3. Having now absorbed 7-3, he now also has access to his unique abilities too, boosting that it has pushed his power to previously unseen heights. The new, terrible Moro. DBS 6208 Moro steals Vegeta's abilities. Moro confirms that he has added 7-3's abilities to his own just as Vegeta returns. Vegeta attacks but Moro has no problem dodging him, telling Vegeta that he can not use his forced spirit fission ability unless he deals damage. Gohan and Piccolo tell Vegeta that Moro's newfound abilities will only last 30 minutes, at which point he will return to his former strength. However, Moro tells them there is no longer a time limit and proceeds to grab Vegeta by the neck and copy his abilities. Moro pounds on Vegeta before firing off a big bang attack to knock him out. Piccolo reminds Goku that the fusion dance or potra that they had previously used as a last resort would not work now that Moro has acquired Vegeta's forced spirit fission for himself. Meanwhile, on the lookout, Dende while on the ground below, Krillin also makes his way to the battlefield carrying Senju beans. Much to everyone's horror, Moro's arm quickly regenerates as he drives it straight through Goku's chest, reminding everyone that he has access to Piccolo's regeneration and other abilities that 7-3 previously copied without the issue of there being a time limit. As Goku flies into a fit of rage and attacks Moro, though is unable to so much as make him flinch before being brutally taken down. DBS 6209 Merus reappears to face Moro. Dende telepathically contacts Piccolo and tells him his intended plan, but Piccolo stops him after realizing that Moro can hear him as well. Not wanting any interference, Moro erects a barrier that prevents anyone from entering or leaving. Android 17 and Android 18 are both swiftly taken down with a pair of Gallic beams and, as a last resort and using the barrier to his advantage, Piccolo attempts an all-or-nothing attack, but he is struck down by Moro's special beam cannon, leaving Jaco all alone. As Dende berates his helplessness, he suddenly falls through a small hole in the barrier opened up by a guide angel, whom he clearly recognizes. Inside the barrier, Moro advances towards a terrified Jaco, preparing to brutally kill him when Jaco fires off a shot from his ray gun, which causes a greater explosion than was expected. An enraged Moro realizes that someone else has decided to interfere in his plans as a confident Merus steps